Hey guys, welcome back to Astral Diaries. I wanted to get this out right now while it was kind of fresh in my mind. So yeah, good old astral sex. Let's do a part 4, and I think we're gonna kind of this is gonna be it. So I know I did the original video where I was kind of like, and I said this before, where I kind of winged it, and I knew I was gonna leave some stuff out. And I did a part 2 and part 3. I think on this one I'm just gonna wrap it all up. So I was thinking about this, so I had like a week to think about this. It's a beautiful day, man. It's a really nice day today too. So a few things I want to touch. One, I stressed on how it feels like touch and basically oral activity feels very real. Intercourse is, oh my god, look at this. Let's see if this plane's gonna ruin the sound here. The intercourse, I said, because the thing is, I don't want to get graphic. I don't want to use some X-rated content here. So I'm going to try to like use some analogies here on this one, kind of nail it once and for all. The whole intercourse, I said, it's kind of like it may not go your way. So I'm going to use an analogy on that one here. So as far as how it feels, touch, definitely, so when you're involved, again, from a guy's point of view in a sexual activity, you touch a woman, in her shoulder and other parts, kiss her, cheek, neck, or work your way around till you get to the hot spot, I guess. All those feel very real, but unfortunately, it's not like you have all day. So you're gonna be rushed through this, which I'm gonna kind of wrap this with, as I close here. The other, like, as far as how it feels, the oral, it's receive and give. I think I didn't kind of specify, I didn't clarify that last time. So whether it's you're performing or receiving, it is very real. It's real, and what you see, okay? So see this tree? That's how real it is, man. Imagine that tree, again, from a guy's point of view, this is a girl. It's as real as that. I don't have a person to point it out, so I'm going to do the tree. Now, as far as let's use as far as intercourse. So let's say, you have a key, and you want to put the key, in a hole, like a door hole or whatever. What I was trying to say was things may not go your way. So I guess I don't want to get graphic, but let's pretend you want to put the key in a keyhole, and it just doesn't go, or it just doesn't. You know what I mean? If it goes, it doesn't feel the same. So that part could be like that. It could be kind of like all over the place. So that's kind of what I meant as far as it may not go your way. So, and then finally, as far as how all this is going to go down. So imagine you're already in a fluid environment. Things can end any minute. On top of that, everything feels as real as physical. So the best way I could try to explain this, and this is why I just kind of jump out of my car and I'm like, let me do this right now. You know those movies where a guy and a girl just come home and they start ripping each other's clothes off and they just go at it? Imagine that, because you don't have a lot of time. Guys, there's a thing in the physical where as far as lasting, forget that. This is the kind of lasting we're talking about, because the environment, the curtain falls and the whole experience can end. So imagine that, and then on top of it, another scenario I was gonna use is, imagine you have an absolutely beautiful woman who's willing to, make love with you, basically, sexual way. And I'm like, you know what? She's there. She's either in a room or like in some fantasy astral world. And I'm like, you know what? You can go ahead and make love to this woman, but I'm gonna pull the rug on you any minute. So that's how it is. You don't have a lot of time. So that's why, imagine as you're basically trying to get involved sexually with this beautiful woman, it could end any minute. So you don't have time to take your time, is what I'm trying to say. It's chaotic. So you could maybe just, like I said, skip bases, just go for the main base and then any intercourse immediately, because the experience can end. Now, while this is going on, everything feels real, as physical. but any minute it can end. So that's why you're in a situation where you're rushed, and which is exactly why, like I've said this many times, is for me right now in my life, I'm trying to extend these experiences. And basically what I experience, imagine I'm in an astral projection right now. I can go inside that home, I can fly, there's so much, and there's this beautiful girl right here, and I choose to get involved with her. Well, the experience will end because of what I just told you guys. It's kind of fast-paced moving. While it's happening, it's real. It's very real. It's real as physical, but the experience usually ends. Anything exciting, physically, movement, I mean, let me think about it. When you're involved intimate way with somebody, it's all exciting, physical, everything combined. So that's why, and so imagine there's a beautiful girl here. You get involved with her and end the experience, or go further. You know, I've actually ignored beautiful girls only to just, you know, seconds or minutes later see my father, you know, and have a chat with them. That was more important to me. And so give you a good example, because when I walked by the woman in red from Matrix, it was that specific experience where I end up in this theater, and then that's where I saw my father. So again, just to wrap it up, very real. And because of how chaotic the experience, and with the limited time that you have, it just ends the experience. But while it lasts, it's as real, as physical, how it feels, how it looks. Use your imagination. If you've experienced it, you know what I'm talking about. I think somebody made a comment on my first upload, or like he was so shocked, he said, it was caught off guard, how real it looks, because it's real as what you're looking at right now. So I think I'm going to wrap it up with this. Not something I want to get involved in as much. When I say this as a guy, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, right, I mean it. It's not on top of my list. Maybe here and there I might kind of give to the temptation, because in my second one, what I shared is I'm just minding my own business. I fly in my neighborhood and I see this beautiful redhead girl just laying on her back, beautiful body, breasts and everything, wearing nothing. And it was the end of my experience anyway. I chose to be I guess a little naughty, and kind of took advantage of the situation, only for it to just end. And so there you go. Hopefully this will kind of wrap it. All the other parts, I end up making a playlist. So if you want to watch them in order, sorry if I didn't make this very juicy and detailed, because that would be pretty much like a freaking porn, you know, and I don't want to do that. So please like, subscribe, and hope this will kind of wrap it up for you guys.